Once upon a time, deep in the giant blue abyss known as the ocean, there lived a happy community of mermaids. They lived in a peaceful underwater world full of bright magical colors of the rainbow and the majestic unified voices of sea creatures. One wonderfully whimsical and wet day, there was a celebration in the village. Mermaids and mermen from all across the sea came to Carol Kingdom for a festival of brilliant colors and joyful singing in the presence of friends and family. The annual get-together was the social event of the year. The colors are brighter than rainbows and is the best part about living in Carol Kingdom. King Trout was the mighty king of Carol Kingdom. He ruled the open waters with courage and kept the colors alive and well in the kingdom. But the mer people began noticing something was different about the magical place each year. It began looking different, and it almost seemed as if the colors were being drained from the kingdom.
Now near Carol Kingdom there lived an old sea witch, Dolina, who lived for the destruction of others' happiness. At first her attacks were subtle, but then the color-killing hag became more desperate. On the third day of the week-long festival, the colors just weren't as bright. Everyone was becoming more irritated and the happiness was fading. One night, Dolina became greedy. She did not want to wait to take any more. She wanted it all right then. She decided that night she'd make an attack on Happiness Hall. Dolina gathered up her 3 sharks to steal all the colors and cheer from the festival.
That night, when Dolina most blended in with the darkness, she sneakily swam up with her fins and cast a spell over the entire kingdom that took away all the color along with the merman people's joy. The next morning, King Trout awoke with his worst fear confirmed. The color was gone from their magnificent village. It startled everyone. They thought maybe the sun had stopped shining until they realized the evil witch was behind it. At that moment, she emerged out of the murky ocean riding on her sharks. King Trout was overwhelmed with anger. He started towards her, then spotted the beaming medallion around her neck. This was where she had their color. This was her power source. "Why have you done this, Dolina?" spoke the king. "Why not, King Trout? All the color is mine, and the singing as well," said Dolina with a snare. A confused look overcame the mere people. They all glanced at each other, and then a few of them tried to sing, falling to the floor, grasping their throats. "Go away! Give us your joy back, you evil creature!" bellowed the king. "Make me!" She swam off with as the mer people looked on with shock.
For many days and weeks, the king sent mare soldiers and armies to her lair, but they only returned completely mute and unable to show happiness. After multiple failed attempts, King Trout gave up, and he sank into a deep, deep shadow of doom. Far across the ocean, in the kingdom of coral, sat the great warrior and singer, Finn. Finn was well known across the whole ocean for surviving the treacherous territory known as land. Once he heard the tragic news about the bland and quiet kingdom, he decided he must go there immediately and save them. As Finn and his army rode their dolphins, they were shocked at the colorless state of Carol and the complete silence that covered the kingdom. King Trout saw Finn and tried to talk him into not going after Dolina. "You're the best singer in the land. Don't let her take that from you," begged King Trout. "No, I will restore the voice and the life of the people of this kingdom. I have survived the frightening shores of land and the prodding of the so-called government. If anyone can do this, I can. And if I fail, then fate is not on my side. But I believe my army and I will succeed."
So Finn headed to the lair where the disgusting hag was hoarding the colors. Her 3 sharks swarmed Finn and his dolphins, but Finn, being brave, mustered up his best song and sang the terrifying sharks to sleep. This made reaching Dolina easy. He snuck up behind her and tore the precious medallion off of her neck.
So Finn happily returned the color back to the kingdom, and the evil sea witch was banished forever.